Hello, guys. For the past couple of days, we've been talking about cutting cords, which is something a lot of people are familiar with, at least conceptually. They've heard the term before that maybe you have to cut cords with your ex, cut cords with the toxic people in your life. So if you missed yesterday's, like past couple days, just go back and check out those videos. But today we're going to cut some cords with something a little bit different. And I want to tell you, I have a full cord cutting session coming up in a few days. So check below for the link for that. But you can be corded not just to people, but to entire situations. Okay. And that's what I want to talk about for a minute, and then what I want to work on for a minute, so that all of us can make a little bit more progress in our lives and cut some cords with some toxic situations. So earlier in this series, we talked about how we need to not just forgive other people, forgive ourselves, we need to forgive situations. We need to forgive reality for being the way that it is. Kind of our cord situation can be a little bit similar. I want you to think about a situation in your life that you have going on where it feels like you can't escape. Okay, maybe this is a health situation. It could be your autoimmune diagnosis or lack of diagnosis. It could be your low energy. It could be a repeating pattern. Maybe you keep dating variations of the same guy, and all these guys turn out to be bad for you. Or maybe you're stuck in, I don't know, a work situation that you don't like. Whatever the situation is, I want you to think about it, and I want you to imagine this string that connects you to that situation. Okay. I don't think that all of us are corded to all of our situations in general, or to all the situations that we hate, but sometimes we are. And what we want to work on is the ones that we are corded to. So if you can't clearly imagine a cord to this situation that's coming up for you, then imagine a different one until you find one that does feel like there's a cord involved. And if not, then don't worry about it. And maybe this isn't super relevant for you, but we're going to pull up a situation where we feel corded to the general situation. It's not a person, it's a happenstance, a happening, something that's going on in our lives. What color is that cord for you? If you want to type it into the comments, I will love to read them later. I'm not always great at responding to all the comments, but I do read them eventually. um, okay, what color is that cord? How big is it? What does it look like in your mind? Are you emotionally willing to cut cords with that situation? Do you feel ready to cut the cord with your health condition, with your unhappy relationship, with um, some negative patterns that keep cycling through your life? Are you willing to cut cords with your workplace, with um, these various different kinds of situations? I'm hearing like a service opportunity. Have you been serving and maybe you're saying it's time for me to be done, and you feel like, oh, but I'm going to be a bad person if I stop. Well, maybe you won't be a bad person if you stop, and maybe you need to just cut the cord between yourself and this situation because it's not needed. This is something we can connect with our creator about and just double check that we're making the right choice. Let's go ahead and pull up that cord. And when you're ready, you're going to imagine an angel or someone that you trust spiritually to come up with some scissors or a giant sword, and we're going to snip that cord and see both ends of that cord go up to our creator for clearing and healing. And if that's not comfortable, one or both of them can connect down to Mother Earth for clearing, and we're recycling the energy that was in that cord. We get to snip it and let it go. So let's go ahead and tap and breathe. If you're feeling resistance to cutting that cord, or you're feeling like it doesn't work, that's when I'm going to recommend doing the full cord cutting session that I have planned for the next couple of days. So check that out. If you're not on my email list, I recommend getting on it, or on my Facebook group, Intuitive Healing with Ali Duzette, because that's where you get to find out when and where all of the sessions are actually happening. Okay, but we're going to snip that flow light into both ends. On your end, wherever that cord is plugging into your body, is it plugging into your elbow? Is it plugging into your knee, to your gut, to your head, to your neck? We're going to pull it out, give the other end up to God. So remember, the one end is already up with God. Peel out the second part and give it to our creator as well. And then we're going to flow that area full of light from our creator to heal up where that cord was, because we don't need it anymore. Let's go ahead and tap. I know how to live without being corded to that situation. I release my cords to that situation. I don't need them anymore. Go ahead and breathe it in. Imagine yourself resetting. You know how to live without that cord. Okay, that looks good to me. This is a video you can watch over and over again. You can cut as many chords to as many situations as you want to. Um, a general rule of thumb is that if a chord is good, when you see it, you'll be like, oh, that looks like a good looking chord. It will probably look healthy and probably like brightly healthy colored. I usually see them like a white blue. Huh, my husband has left this empty bag of cinnamon bears here, but it's kind of like that color, like white blue. That's how I see healthy chords. Negative chords typically look more like gray, black, brown, like hairy, gunky. So leave the ones that are good and the ones that are bad. Snippy snip. You do not need them to live a happy life and to fulfill your life mission. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, guys. We're going to work a little bit more on chords in an unusual way tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. So like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.